Alrighty, what is up everybody? This is Suspect OG, or as people in the KVK know me, my name is Big Vibes Kingdom, or Big Unk Vibes now. We're gonna go through what happened with this KVK basically, and also what it's like being a Kraken of sorts. More like a big whale, but big whale baby Kraken. A lot of Krakens spend a lot more than me, so we're gonna get right into it. So basically, we started in Tahiti. Our kingdom is 3989, and we were having a straight out war. We fought 81, we fought 85, we fought 84, 87 a little bit, and 83 a little bit. Our allies were 80 in San Pedro and 91. 91, a lot of their members, I believe, are migrating out, so their kingdom was kind of iffy, still is. We recently made peace with 85. Throughout this whole KVK, like unfortunately the first month was literally us just being trapped right here in these two zones, bored as shit into hell and back. 80 fought 83 and 87, basically dominated the shit out of them. 84 came down and burnt their shit to hell, so now 83 is taking over the area. Later on we had 80 build in here, so that way they were not zone locked. 87 pushed out, 84 took over this, and then Dimbo Crow is the land in which we fought the most. This was mainly us fighting 85 and 84. 84 came through this way, 85 came through this way, into this corner right up here near this level 5 gate, and they also had this one right here. We marched all the way from zone 5 all the way to this sanctuary, or that's a sanctuary, I believe. Yeah, it is. So we marched all the way to the sanctuary, then we took over here, we moved over here, we kicked them out of this whole region. Then we had 91 who started pushing up right here. They took all this. 81 betrayed us, so now they're kind of fucked in zone over here. We blocked them off here. They have this bit right here, but it's not really doing much for them. They had all the way up to this circle right here, but they proceeded to absolutely just straight get fucked by us just chilling up here. Our allies, 91, built over here. They cut them off, and then they were summarily sent right back to zone 1 of LK. They basically got locked right there. So next we have, scooting back over here, 85 started knocking 91 back, and so on and so forth. We started fighting again. We all went to LL over here, or Lunar Lotus, fought here. They collapsed onto this. We held this and this. We lost 2 flags that were right here, I believe. Over here towards this circle, 84 was up our ass. I mean, like, we were right here fighting most of the time. They were up our ass. They were rallying. They were constantly fighting. They weren't giving a shit. They were brawling the hell out of us. Basically, after all that, then they cracked. They ran out of steam. They ran out of units, while we did not. Mainly the reason is because you had RT5s, which I am going to go into, the MVPs of this KVK in my opinion. This is my personal opinion. Obviously, there's a lot of others. But yeah, so as you can tell, we beat the shit out of them. 87, they tried to border hop or wall hop this shit, and they got fucked. We pushed them back pretty much damn near instantaneously because they, how do I say it? They're a bit of a weak kingdom compared to us, I want to say. Like OMN, their biggest alliance, under 3 bill. So basically, there's that. Next is, we're gonna go back over here. 80 is kind of just doing their own thing over here, but then we struck a deal with 84 and we struck a deal with 85. I'm not an R4, so I have no idea what the fuck they said. I'm just here for fights in the brawl, so that's pretty much it. After that, we then are basically to where we are now. We just finished our Ark of Osiris. We're doing the Stalker achievement here, which is this right here, which is 24-hour speed and level 9 barbarian forts along with gold keys. Really good item for you to have for this KVK. Then you have updating the pass over here. This is gonna be fun. gotta kill level 9 forts, and then we're gonna take King's. We push into King's Land. Pretty much there's that. Then once that's done, then the gates unlock after this one. Control the Great Ziggurat after this. These passes unlock. Now those passes are, you guys haven't seen, those passes are over here. These level 4 passes, basically allowing us to take their Crusader forts and to fuck them even harder. That's pretty much how the KVK is going. Number 1 betrayal was 81. Scumbags. And they're also assholes. I've been called so many slurs. I can't show them on stream, but their number 1 person, MKA, called me a slur. I will say 85, Bape X Eagle, and CalvTheUnc, and the Minamoto person. All 3, which were their strongest T5s in my opinion, all did congratulate us, and they did say hi in my videos, and they were very respectful. Zhaang over in 84, respectful, a brawler. I like the guy. He was chill. He was having a brawl. Over here you have 83, I believe. Never really talked to him. Neither with 87. They're kind of just doing their own thing at the moment. So what are you gonna do, right? But yeah, that's pretty much how KVK is currently at the moment. I'll probably do a end video to go over everything. Like, it'll be like a 4-hour video, going through the whole shenanigans of the whole situation, everything. So, you know, be tuned for that. But next, we're gonna talk about what it's like being a Kraken in KVK 2. Basically, for those who don't know, this is me right here. I'm number 1. Vodan. So I started this KVK at like 61 mil power. Ended up with this. But here's what it's like being a whale slash baby Kraken. Ignoring all this right here. Basically, fuck, I clicked the wrong thing. Basically, 1.7 million deads. I get like 500,000 back, which will be a nice buff back to my you know, my power. But this was brutal. It sucked. I didn't have the strongest garrisons, because I was mainly focused on just, you know, quantity over quality. Our best fighter would be, I want to say, going into it, let's see here, rankings, individual power. So we have Muski, Hissatsu, alone even, Knight, Ronin. These guys were the main VIPs of this KVK, in my opinion. They fought. I mean, like me, they fought. Woo, I'll put them there. Ironbow too. Then scrolling down, Mellow, D, and Toto and Sway. Wow, I'm not a fan of how they ran my troops into the ground. They did their best to help me, and they did their best to keep our kingdom alive, which was exactly what the goal was. And most importantly, above all else, I want to say a special thank you to Ivy of Kingdom 1606 or 606. She did a huge amount with planning things like, let's fort drop 1, flag push 1, fort drop 2, flag push 2. We had a fort over here, which was fort, actually this was fort drop 1 in LL, but then BL, CL, and LLF, basically we blocked off 93, 84, or 84, 83, and 87 from pushing the zone, protecting 80. Insanely well played by her. Then she had 91, drop a fort right here, drop a fort right here, push out right here. They zone locked 81 on this side. Then they put these stuff here. They pushed all the way to these two gates. 85 turned their attention, kind of just fucked them up badly fast, but you know, they did their best to slow them down. Then they had a fort here, which, as you can tell by this right here, we have a piece with Knight 85 by this point. But yeah, shout out to Ivy. Outstanding planning and strategic gameplay. Rarely see that aside from StarCraft. So I'm gonna leave it there. For those who have been watching, thank you again for watching the video. This was a very brief video. I'll be doing a much longer one later on. I just wanted to get this one out just because I wanted to give everybody a heads up and an update. Shout out to our boys over in 80, Vodan and them, and shout out to Becca, the Koreans, and especially the leadership. Let's go here. The leadership being Knight, Meow, Sovereign, Mellow, and Sway. BTB is a sleeper in a way of I didn't expect him to do all he did, but him and Knight were rocking the shit in the first day of the war. It was fun as fuck, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, other than that, thank you everybody for watching the video. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, thank you, and I can't wait to talk to you guys again at the end of this KVK where we talk about how everything has developed. With that being said, peace. You guys have a great day and God bless. See ya.